My family has always been into conspiracy theories. My brother likes to ramble about the Illuminati and believes that Obama is the Antichrist. My mom can trace literally anything in life back to the government's fault and constantly worries about being arrested or shipped overseas for no reason. My dad, although staying silent most of the time, agrees with what mom says. It really just annoys the hell out of me when I hear all of all of them spewing about 2012 and end of the world garbage. So I usually attempt to slip off quietly to my room. That is, before my mother follows me and decides to continue half her conversation from outside my door. For the last year, I've been kind of keeping more to myself. When I'm not in class or doing countless hours of homework per week that I have to do, I usually I'm usually doing the typical teenage stuff, watching TV, screwing around on the internet, knitting, knitting, or playing video games. I really enjoyed horror games and movies, and just scary stuff in general. I use the past tense of enjoy because it's safe for me to say I do not enjoy them anymore. Going back a year or so, I finally saved up enough to buy a laptop. Something that I thought, something I thought it was cool about it. That it came with a built-in microphone and a webcam. Two things I've never had before. The first thing that my brother told me was to put a piece of masking tape over my webcam. He also said, whatever I do, don't leave my laptop open. He thinks people can watch you through your webcam, even when it's not on. Like, I was about to believe that. Oh, man. Ever since we were kids, he was always trying to bully me into being gullible, getting me to eat dog biscuits when I was 5, insisting if I did, I would know how to speak dog, or telling me to look a 9-volt battery for God knows for what reason. Fucking asshole. As I've grown up, I've learned to trust him less and less. And this whole people spying on me through my webcam business sounded nothing short of idiotic. For the last month, I suffered from insomnia, and the only way that I could sleep was with some type of white noise machine. Every night, I had the same routine after finishing my homework. I would watch an episode or two of whatever show I seemed to be fixated with that time on Netflix or Hulu. Then plug in my laptop, set it on my nightstand in front of me, and go to rainymood.com before shutting off my screen light and letting the rain noises lull me to sleep. At the time, I associated the nightmares with insomnia. I figured it was just a side effect. It was bizarre, though. I always had vivid dreams, but I hadn't had nightmares since I was a kid. I thought it was something everyone grew out of. And although it wasn't the same dream every night, it, it was the same basic concept. There was always sounds of rain, I presume from the white noise. I set up before I went to sleep. I walk into a room, usually something familiar. My my bedroom, my dad's workshop, the daycare room that I worked at, my old high school theater, or my English classroom at college, but there are always people waiting for me there. All people that I knew, my mom, my dad, brother, neighbors, but both old and current friends and teachers, and sometimes even some children I watch when I'm at work. They're all lined up around the perimeter of the room, shoulder to shoulder, staring at me. None say a word. They just they just stare. I walked around the room. Their eyes follow me. A dozen chilling, terrifying stares drill into me. In my dream, I have never had a sense to flee. After an eternity of tense silence, someone finally speaks. It's my brother. He says, "Don't mind us. We're only here to observe. Carry on." Frightened and a cold sweat, I do what I'm told. I do my homework, I knit, I play video games. Whenever I look up from my task, they look at me, scowling angrily. Then they take one simultaneous step forward, tightening the area around me. I panic, and I look back at my task at hand. But my fingers forget to write, or type, or knit, or do anything. And wherever I fumble, and my productivity stops, I feel the anger, pure malice, from these people who I've come to know and care for. I feel my skin tingling. They take another step. Claustrophobia sets in, and I start hyperventilating and break out in cold sweats. Another step, I hear growling. This inhuman, not even animal, like sound growl, come from the wall of God. I can't even call them people. These things surrounding me. It's something that you wouldn't be able to recreate with some special effects, even if you tried. It's the most disturbing thing I've heard. Another step. With the enclosure nailed down to less than a foot on every side of me. I feel a hand on the back of my head. I've always assumed the worst. That perhaps the hand is going to tear out the back of my skull. But the jagged nails run through my hair. I hear a voice. Hush now. I turn to see a figure. Someone I've never met before. He is so distorted. There is no way that I could have ever met someone like this. Except maybe at a costume party on Halloween. His eyes are missing. There's nothing but two big black holes he where they should be. He smiles, and dark red liquid slides off his jagged teeth and lands on his lower lip. He suddenly grabs the back of my hair and jerks me around until I'm facing the crowd of people I used to recognize. He laughs like a madman. The dim light make it hard to make anything out. They all have very dark circles under their eyes and have red pupils. They glare at me with pure hatred. Everything's alright. With that, they all lunge at me, screeching. This is the point where I wake up. And the sleep paralysis usually leads me to a panic of crying like a child. I can still feel the tightness around my throat, the jagged nails in my hair, the pressure in my chest. My pillow always drenched in sweat. I've never connected the two until now, but I always get this nightmare when I leave my laptop open when I sleep. Let's see, I fell asleep around 11 last night. If the time is 3:53 a.m., I would say about 45 minutes ago, I woke up and turned over and reached for my glasses so I could check the time. I can't find my phone since my laptop is right in front of me. I turned on the screen so I can see the clock. Something caught my eye. First, Skype was open. I am currently in a phone call with the number 000000. The call is currently 4 minutes in. The man I've seen in my dreams all these months on the other line. He's watching me still. He has only said one thing to me. Don't mind me. I'm only here to observe. Carry on. If I could leave anyone with a piece of advice, it's this. Don't ever sleep with your laptop open.